No, no, I love Rashid. I love Rashid, right? But like Rashid's a leg spinner, and leg spinners on
It
leg.
feels like without Adil Rashid, their entire white ball setup would implode on itself.
He's the
Both formats.
he's the single thing that's keeping Baz McCullum in the job.
So true. So true.
Like
Welcome to another brand new episode of Over and Out on DawnNews English. Unfortunately, Dr. Sadi cannot be with us today, so it's only you and I, Mustafa. And we've just gotten off fresh from watching South Africa absolutely obliterate New Zealand at the Narendra Modi Stadium in Ahmedabad. Aiden Markram batting out of his mind. And 170 was never going to be a serious chase with so much dew around. But the way they started, 83 runs added in the power play. Aiden Markram was batting on a different pitch and playing on a different level altogether tonight.
my dad doesn't usually give compliments to batsmen. He is very like, a stoic man. He was in awe. He was in awe of Aiden Markram. And I had to explain to him, oh yeah, he's like the one South African player who's actually clutch. Like he's actually the captain of the under 19 team that actually won a World Cup. He's also the
I was
player.
literally in the stands when that happened.
Yeah, was it against us?
Pakistan in Dubai in 2014.
Yeah, it was the Samia Aslam wala series. Was this
Sami Aslam and Hussain Talat and what's his name? The left arm seamer who went to America. क्या नाम था?
uh
Something Zia. What was
हाँ,
his
I know.
name?
जो भी है. Huh, so you have that as one achievement, and the other achievement is, oh yeah, he was the man of the match in the World Cup final, sorry, in the World Test Championship final against Australia, against this great bowling attack. Oh yeah, I also scored 100 in a fourth innings run chase.
He's a. I've always said this that he is a Fab Four level talent. He's just so bloody inconsistent, man.
He's
He's so
so
frustrating as a player.
he's very
When
he
he's
on
on, there's nobody better. When he's on, there's nobody better.
Yeah, but he's always on against us though.
I remember he made that 100 in Pindi, I believe it
Yeah.
was. That was a good knock.
That was a
Yeah,
very good knock. That almost got them. That almost won them the game.
yeah,
If
yeah.
because if was that the Fawad game where like Fawad saved us?
It was the Rizwan game, na? Second
Yeah,
test.
second test.
When
Because
Hassan and took five first. Yeah,
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 yeah, yeah. Yeah, I missed those pitches. Those pitches were the best pitches I've seen in
yeah.
Pakistan. In Pak. Okay, back to the game. Um,
Hmm.
so
New Zealand looked awful, like
yeah,
totally clueless.
they were
The
off.
bowling attack looked very pedestrian today.
But I'm not even. Let's not even get into the bowling attack. I'm talking about their batting. Their
Mm.
batting was like I like this. We've been talking up their batting for the entire time in the tournament.
That's why I
They
don't like Seifert. That's why I don't like
no
him.
no no no. I don't disagree. I think Seifert's a very limited player, right? But I thought he was a very effective player, and they had other quality in their thing.
Right.
But Ravindra is not done anything this tournament of note.
Never.
He's done nothing.
He's not, I don't even feel he's a T20 matlab, he shouldn't be a shoe-in in the team. Like,
Yeah, yeah. Like the
maybe
only
because Kane is gone and this and that he's playing, but he's never really convinced in this format.
Yeah, but like it's really like Glenn Phillips, sorry, what you call it? Finn Allen, Devon Conway, and Inshallah in that batting lineup sometimes if it's against
Even
quality.
Devon Conway is on the bench. I think he needs to be playing, to be honest.
No, he's
But the,
playing.
the problem is that him and Rachin are the same thing. He
No,
wasn't playing, he was a 12th man.
no, he was playing.
I just saw him, he was bantering with Ish Sodhi on the bench. And they were playing that fake, oh, you farted and
Oh, sorry, Devon
react
Conway,
like that.
Darren Mitchell. I'm confusing my players.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Yeah,
Mitchell
he's
is
sorry.
yeah.
Uh, sorry.
He's fantastic. Yeah.
He's fantastic. Sorry, I meant Mitchell. Okay,
Who took Mitchell? The Pindi team took him, right? In PSL,
I
Pindi
think
team took him.
Bindi has quietly become a very good team. Yeah, like
Remains to be seen. I hate that we didn't sign a leg spinner, but I don't want to
yeah,
get
yeah.
distracted. Let's talk about the England-Scotland game. England were in a spot of bother chasing 150 odd. Richie Barrington batted really well, and there was a bit of a what's his name? Adil Rashid bowled beautifully once again at Eden. You would expect him to dominate. He did so, kept them to a reasonable score. England had a shaky start, both their high-powered openers falling early, but then Tom Banton of all people coming back into the T20I fold, a decent knock. He played with the captain, and then Sam Curran, of course, he is their best T20 player. He came good as well with the bat. So England getting their campaign relatively on track. Looks like they will limp into the Super 8s.
Like even if they limp into the Super 8s, I am not convinced by this team at all. Jofra Archer has not seemed like the same bowler. Like he really needs to be. There's no bite in their bowling at all. And like if it's not if Adil, if Rashid doesn't get wickets, like they're like they have no idea what
Very,
they're
very
doing.
vulnerable. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, they
But
have
to be
no.
fair, he's class, man. He's just
No,
too
no,
good.
I love Rashid. I love Rashid, right? But like Rashid's a leg spinner, and leg spinners on
It
like
feels like without Adil Rashid, their entire white ball setup would implode on itself.
he's the
Both
sing
formats.
he's the single thing that's keeping Baz McCullum in the job.
So true. So true.
Like
Because Ward can't stay fit. Jofra Archer, like you mentioned, he's not got that juice. I like Bryden Cars, but he's hittable. And
yeah,
Sam Curran is very hittable.
ओवरटन के बारे में बात ही नहीं करते.
Bro, Overton is, I don't know why they keep persisting with that guy. He's
Yeah,
just half and half. He's not a complete anything. He's
yeah.
not a complete bowler. He's barely a complete batter. But they have this utmost faith with him, and he's a regular in their white ball setup. Meanwhile, a guy like Saqib Mahmood is nowhere when he's been outstanding in ODIs in the past. So I really don't understand and
They
what is happening with the white ball
I
game.
I think we have gone too past. So I feel like there you shouldn't. There's two extremes to T20 cricket, which you should not do either of. You should not just have five batsmen, five bowlers, two all rounders. Like you basically have only specialists, and you can't have an entire team of all rounders. And I feel
Hmm.
like there needs to be a you need some specialist bowlers there, and which they really do lack. And they need and I think they just refuse to admit it because McCullum and that setup is so hell bent on trying to prove their theory about how to play cricket instead of trying to win games. And it's in it's infuriating to watch. There's no accountability. Like I've seen this England white ball team just like a couple of years ago. I was looking at it and thinking it was one of the best white ball teams I had ever seen. Like I'm talking about like this is like 2019, 2020 time, of course, but still, like it's not like
But if you think about it, they achieved what they wanted to achieve in the format in 2019 and 2022.
yeah.
So it just feels like, sub Maya hai at the moment. Like they're not particularly interested. They're more content on getting their red ball team back on track. And of course, in 2027, let's see. They're trying a new era with Harry Brook. Sam Curran is looking good. Will Jacks is young. Phil Salt is, relatively in his prime. Josh Butler will be gone very soon.
Yeah.
But let's see. Maybe there's a bit of a mini rebuild they
Yeah, but
need.
like even Harry Brook in itself is like he gets into so much drama outside the pitch as well, which is I just don't know how that is good
Yeah,
for
that's part and parcel with every England star. KP was in trouble, Ben Stokes was in trouble, Alex Hales was in trouble. This is a running theme in English cricket that these
uh,
bad boys, so to speak, it happens
yeah, but
very often in there.
you also had Strauss, you also had Cook.
Maybe they need to find, the
The,
counterbalance. They're looking for
no,
that next
because
Strauss man.
this is the exact problem that England team faces. Yes, it is good to have flair. This is okay. So, like, I very obviously have talked about how England really just want to be like the 2000s Aussies. That's what they really want to bat like. Okay. Now they did have super aggressive batsmen. You had Hayden, you had Morton, you had Ponting, you also had Justin Langer there.
Is those attack-minded players were still technically very sound and they could
Exactly.
graft and play attritional cricket if need be. These guys have broken techniques and they don't have that complete skill set, so that is
They're
the problem.
in. I don't want to sound like an uncle when I say this, but they are T20 players playing red ball formats, and they get exposed every single time, and it has is having adverse effects when you're playing. Not even T20 players; they're T20 flat pitch players, right? So if there's a bit of turn, a bit of anything in the pitch, it becomes very like I just don't trust them.
But you can say that for a lot of countries, man.
No,
Come
I can
on.
say that about a lot of
Look at
countries.
us.
No, no,
Look at India.
I
In
complete
Dubai, they struggled against us when the
no, no,
pitch was a bit,
no. I
uneven.
I completely agree, but I just think that's a lack of like batting technique. There's a lack of batting technique throughout the world, throughout white ball cricket right now. But at still like someone has to figure out how to fix this because it's like this cannot keep on going on. If like especially as the ICC has obviously is trying to make sporting wickets which have both for bat and ball on them. Like you have to have some technically good players in there.
I think 2027, the ODI World Cup will be a good referendum of where England is at in their white ball cricket. I think in T20 they're just particularly not particularly fussed at the moment. They want to get their red ball house in order, which has was good, but then it went bad again. Now they're in a bit of a limbo and they don't know where to go. Meanwhile, let's talk about the games. Of course, the
Yes.
big game coming up tomorrow as well. And of course, India versus Pakistan. Let's have a round two on it. You've spent 24 hours, you've slept on it. What new takes do you have to bring to this to preview this mega clash?
You know what I said that like I was completely nihilistic about 24, 36 hours ago? Yeah, I think we're gonna thrash them tomorrow.
Why?
Just like the thing is that you get less than 24 hours away from a rivalry game, and you just get an
Hmm.
insane amount of delusional like
Confidence,
exactly
irrational confidence.
irrational confidence, and it's always a Pak India game that does this to me. I, with my rational mind, like I am a physicist, with my rational mind,
Hmm.
I should believe, oh yeah, India have the far better setup. They have arguably the much better bowling, the and obviously the much better batting, and they bat deeper.
They don't have the
Eh,
better bowling. Come on, man.
bowling is up there. It's like fast
Bowling is
bowling.
fine.
Bowling you could say fine, washed bowl though, ठीक है?
Hmm.
Bowling is a wash, ठीक है?
No, you
Batting,
mean you what you mean to say is the gulf between the bowling, the respective bowling is not as big as the gulf between the batting, which is obvious.
yeah, which is obvious, right? Which is how it's usually been a lot
No,
of the
but
time.
let's talk about X's and O's. Now forget about your
Yeah.
vibes and feelings. X's
Okay.
and O's की बात
The
करते हैं.
hexagonal.
So
So
Nawaz, I feel, is a ill fit, but this batting is relied upon heavily by Pakistan at 7 and 8. Do they bank on going light in the batting order and play an extra seamer, or you don't tinker with the winning combo?
I think you can't play Nawaz. As much as I like Nawaz as a batsman, like there's six out of the eight batsmen, I think their top eight is I think left-handers. Like you can't. Like how will you be able to bowl him? I think it's like six or huh?
So what's the option? Do you want to? Because there's rumors about Khwaja Nafi
The
playing as
so
well, which is
Khwaja, I think Khwaja Nafe will play, but I think Khwaja Nafe will play in place of Usman.
true. But yeah,
So
fair enough. But if you're removing Nawaz and you don't want to tinker with your batting, then what?
no, I would actually tinker with my batting a little bit. I would play Fakhar.
Oh, okay. You're going that route. Okay,
I
okay,
would
okay.
play Fakhar
Understood.
because if you have Kuldeep there,
Right.
you need you don't have a left
He
hand.
doesn't exactly rate Kuldeep either, by the way.
But I know, but like you need some type of like it might also not be a
Right.
bad shout to send Fakhar uh one down if we're like one like we're 0 for 1 in the first over. Like he can somewhat play Bumrah well, opening the
So
ball.
basically, that would mean demoting Rana to 8,
Yeah.
Shadab at 7. Yeah, yeah, yeah. I actually don't mind those moves actually.
Yeah, so you move so you essentially like you either play you Fakhar plays as essentially a
The
float.
problem is that puts the dependence on Shadab's bowling a bit more in a more
Yeah.
than I honestly prefer kind of
Yeah, so like
situation.
there's two options if you don't play Nawaz. There's two options, right? You either go for more bowling, which you play Naseem. Okay?
That is a common thought at the moment.
Yes, you either play Naseem, okay, which
Mm.
I'm not I was of that belief, and I'm 50-50 on this decision, just by the way. I do not know which play I do think you need to drop Nawaz for one of these two. I just don't know
Yeah.
which one. Like, do you want to make the gulf between the bowl? Like, do you want to have that a little bit extra edge and a little bit less dependence on Shadab? Or do you trust Shadab enough to bowl you four? Because he's a relatively good
If
bowling
he's
four.
gonna be bowling behind UT and Abrar and Saim, then I think it's fine.
If you're fine with Shadab against behind because you still do have four spinners like you don't have to
Yeah.
bowl.
Yeah,
You
you actually
don't
had 5, you'll just have 4. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
you'll have four, and you still have Fahim, who's not, as you said yesterday, took 3 wickets in
Yeah.
the Asia Cup final. Like, and then you
Yeah.
also have Shaheen, who for like I know Shaheen's out of form, and it's like nice to hate on Shaheen right now, but like I will always like in the big game, in the big moment, I will always trust that man, no matter
The
how.
conundrum is not having a batter at eight and having Shaheen at eight was it's not a
Yeah,
good idea.
yeah. So that's what I'm saying. So you
Yeah.
might have to play Fakhr just because of that, and you use him as a floater. You play. So I would go
Of course, that is true, but so
like
your
it's
batting is all the way down to nine?
you
No,
get
yeah,
batting down to 9. Okay.
till
It
eight.
no
But Shadab comes in at eight or Fahim comes in at eight.
yeah but you still have Shaheen who can swing. So you say 9.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Let's say 9. Okay.
It's interesting.
Like I think that's the play you have to do. You might so like yeah. So that's what I think you should do. And
No, but we have to think about the marginal utility of bringing just a pure batter in for
yeah.
an all-rounder.
So
Yeah.
yeah. So that's the thing. You have to because
What
like
about Mirza? People are saying, why are you not talking about Mirza as the bowling option?
so like yeah. If you want to bring in Mirza, that's fine. But you have to bring in then like you have to bring in for Shaheen.
Why? They bowled
I
together in the first game.
yeah I know, but I just think I
Did
just
Mirza play the Asia Cup final? He played, right? He got wickets, I think. No, no, why, no, no, no. Why did Fahim bowl if Mirza was there? So it must have been Fahim.
it was for him. Mirza only came into the setup only recently, right? In the recent series,
He
I
was
guess.
there in Asia Cup. I met him in Asia Cup.
So like yeah. So
I
what would
literally told him, bro, आपने हमें ये PSL टाइटल जिताया है. कहता थैंक यू यार बहुत शुक्रिया
uh,
आपका.
so no. So what would your setup be? So that I am
I'm actually torn because I completely agree with the aspect that Nawaz is toothless against India. It's
batting
but
wise as well.
actually he's not
He's
toothless. Is he toothless?
the question is why he's not
Shivam
toothless.
Dubey, Rinku Singh, Tilak Verma, Abhishek is probably not playing at all. He might still have the runs. Who else? Who is the left-hander they've got? Who else have they got left-hander? Surya is such a good player of spin.
Yeah.
Uh,
Like you,
Hardik is a great hitter of spin.
Yeah. So that's what I'm saying. Like playing that many spinners and not having another, you either wanted extra batsman or you wanted another fast bowler. Especially Naseem, who's a very hit the deck bowler and is very more like could be very
Wait a
useful
minute.
on.
Let me count the batters. Saim Ayub, then you have Sahibzada Farhan, then you have Salman Ali Yagha, Babar
Babar
Azam,
Azam.
then Khwaja Nafi. Let's say he's
Yeah,
playing.
like,
Khwaja
yeah.
Nafi is there. Then Fakhr Zaman 6, Shadab 7, Rana Fahim Ashraf 8. Okay, yaar, it's fine. Drop him, Nawaz. ठीक है यार.
Rob. Okay, even if you don't want to play Fakhr, you can always just play Khwaja Nafi and Usman as well.
Then what's the point of doing that?
No, no, I'm just saying, like, if you want to have an extra batsman, but you don't trust Fakhr there, and then you.
Why would I ever pick Nafi over Fakhr?
No, 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 no! I am not saying picking Nafi after over Fakhr. I am saying picking Usman over Fakhr if you want to. I wouldn't. I would not do that
नहीं
in
नहीं
our.
नहीं नहीं नहीं, I don't think if adding Fakhr will be at the expense of Nawaz, I can agree with that. But adding Nafi in expense of Nawaz is absurd, man.
I've talked about this,
ठीक
man.
है, I
Huh.
don't mind giving Nafi a go, but it's unfair on the kid, making it. He's made his T20 debut. मतलब giving him an India game in this first game of the World Cup, but plus Usman's keeping has been brilliant, yaar.
Yeah, but bro,
That running catch he took,
yeah,
मतलब, that was something special.
yeah, but
I don't think
the
I don't
sto
trust now. I haven't ever seen Nafi keep, to be quite frank.
no, but the only thing is the storyline making your World
What?
Cup, making your World Cup debut against India, getting a match-winning innings.
And losing? I'm wondering was Salman, but no, India is very spin heavy, so Salman Ali Agha in the power play makes sense.
No, no, play Salman in the power play. That makes perfect. Like the only thing,
I think this is, oh no, today's Saturday, right?
yeah,
We don't have time for another sleep. We need to get a referendum on this right now. We need a vote of confidence on this right now.
we need Sadi Bhai. Honestly, he'll probably
Yeah, we
bring
need
some.
Doc's sensibility
Yeah,
because we're not going to reach a conclusion because there are valid points on both sides. It's a hung jury at the moment.
yeah, and like
Let's talk briefly about the other games and let's distract
just
ourselves
distract
as
ourselves
well.
with yeah, yeah.
Nepal versus Windies, I have a funny feeling in my stomach about this one, to be quite honest.
Bro, they
Morning
so
game at the Wankhede, you never know.
it's not even that bad. Like the Nepal were so good against England, and like
Yeah, but they were so trash against Italy. But
it's
then it's an early morning start at the
hard.
Wankhede. Nobody knows what's gonna
And it's
happen.
the
But
Windies
Windies are
where
surely on a roll. They won't fudge this up, but you never know.
it's the wind. As I've said, the Windies are the Pakistan of the West. They will lose. Like they will.
That would be hilarious if they lose. That would really open the door for Italy because they have to play the Windies.
Yeah. Would
And England,
can it,
Italy is about to happen as well.
imagine if
Namibia, US, I think US will steamroll Namibia, I think, but it's very likely.
yeah. We need that. That'd be very funny if the US beats Namibia and then we lose against India and then we lose up against Namibia and then US goes through because of net run
No,
rate.
Namibia is very, very weak. They don't have anything going for them. Especially in Colombo, they've got nothing going for them.
Okay. Let's
But in
let's
Chennai, you never know. In Namibia, you never know.
uh,
Who knows?
yeah. Okay, let's go back to the game. Okay, let's. We've been focusing to. We've
That's
been.
it. That was the only distraction.
Bro, that was the only. This is too much
Okay,
on my.
next, even harder question. What do we do if we win the toss?
Yeah, this is the question where every single decision has an argument on both sides. Every major decision in this game for us has a because yes, I know there wasn't dew in the other games, but for some reason, if there's a chance of precipitation, because there is a rain chance tomorrow, right? So if it does rain,
Apparently,
so if
yeah.
it does rain
And
and the
apparently, it's a used wicket, same as the one as the Australia Zimbabwe
yeah,
game,
yeah, so like yeah,
which
might
had nothing in it for the spinners.
yeah, so you might want a bowl first,
Hmm.
and like you talked
I
about
think I think they're nervous about chasing. Like in the first game, they're worried that will happen again. They
yeah,
don't
but
want to. They don't want to chase.
I think Hessen's see the thing is Hessen doesn't think like a Pakistani coach.
What does that mean?
Because he doesn't have the trauma that we have, right? So I think he just thinks about it more.
Who won the toss in the Netherlands game?
I think
I
we
think
won
they
the.
won the toss.
Yeah,
Are you are just Harchees? We won both tosses.
I think we
How
did
can
win
that
both.
be? Well, it can't be such a radical shift of tactics, man.
I'm not saying it's a
Let me
radical
tell you.
shift of tactics. I'm just
No,
thinking
I would be shocked, like if Pakistan, varied their decisions at the toss so much. I would be shocked. Let me check.
Pakistan elected to field first for against
Okay.
Netherlands, and then
Uh-huh.
and in the USA game,
Hmm.
United States won the toss, elected to field first. So
So there you go. So the indication is that we prefer to chase.
yeah, so that's what I was saying. So yeah, we're
Mhm.
chasing. If
I
we're
hate
chasing,
Pakistan in chases, man.
so yeah,
In against
yeah,
India.
you're asking like after Pakistan chase, it actually finally looks like I look 35. Like I am like
That remember that aging app that was the
oh
rage.
god, that's
Like
actually
the
a
few, but it
no.
makes sense when you bat till late, you're supposed to chase.
So that's what I'm saying. If you're going to chase, then you have to play fucker.
Yeah, you don't need so many bowlers if you're gonna chase.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah,
So
you expect four plus one plus Fahim Ashraf should get it done.
yeah,
So
especially
you drop who for who? Nawaz for Fakhr.
namaz for fakhar you do, and if you chase, you chase. If they win the toss and put you in to bat, it is what it is. Like you can't do anything about it. It's fate.
What will they do? Hmm.
They
Yeah,
would
they will
prob
chase for sure.
they would
They
chase
will
for
chase.
sure. No, they what they
Yeah.
might do is that they might want to embarrass us, so they think they might say no.
Because they haven't played a game in Colombo, they'll want to chase for sure.
Oh yeah, that's true actually. Yeah,
Plus, we are very, very likely to implode, even if we get a great start from Saibzada Farhan or whoever.
yeah.
What are the
Simon,
expectations of Sam Ayub?
listen,
I will
listen.
not call him Sam Ayub until he plays a respectable game. He'll still be Sam Ayub for me.
In T20, he's played respectable games in ODIs.
I no, I have not respected any game he's played, even in ODIs. What am I going to achieve by him beating up South Africa in the bull ring? I need something more tangible.
He did it. He did it against Australia. He won you an ODI series in
Bro, that
Australia.
was the early preseason or bilateral series. Who cares, man?
That's it.
Against Aaron Hardy and Xavier Bartlett. Come on,
Okay.
man.
Fine. Let's go back to the
No,
thing at
to be
hand.
fair, that was good, but even Abdullah Shafiq was good in that series. So how much
Yeah,
does that really mean?
yeah.
Any,
So
whatever the expectations of Sam Ayub, 14 crore man.
gets me a good 30 of 20. I'll be happy.
How is that good?
30 of 35 of 20. I just want a hot start. I don't care. Like, if you're playing Babar and he's supposed to, uh, you know, bat around you in the power play, after the power play, I just need
Hmm.
I just need him to get me runs in the power play. So like a 20 of 10, a 30 of 15 is what I need.
Why are your numbers getting less? 20 became 20 of 10. Now it's 15 of 8. Now he's barely surviving the first four overs.
No, no, sorry. What I mean is like I just want like I need him for a good time, not a long time.
Well, those are fateful words to end on. I think all we can do is all the X's and O's and the pluses and the minuses. I don't think we're gonna get a decision either way because, like you mentioned, there is merit in both arguments
Yeah,
of batting or chasing. There are merits in both arguments of Nawaz being replaced by Naseem or Fakhr, Usman versus Nafi. That's very interesting as well. But I do think that Usman they like his wicket keeping, so I think Usman might just get the nod in this game. But if he flops again with the bat, to be fair, he didn't get a chance to bat in the previous game. He came at 8 or 9. So I think Usman being
yeah,
picked
but
on is
that
a bit
also
harsh.
that also means that they might not trust his batting. So if they don't trust his batting
Yeah,
and
but
they
those were the slog overs. That makes sense to send
yeah,
Nawaz and Shadab and this and that.
I get that, but at the same time, like I just think Nafe has a higher batting ceiling, and like
Yeah, I just think he's
no,
another overrated pup, to be honest.
yeah,
ठीक है
Joby,
top order में he's a beast, but number 4 5 में it's not helping. It's not doing him any favors to be batting in T20 as in that position.
he's better than Osman though, at least even in the top order. If you want to go by top order statistics, I think Nafe is
Bro,
out.
Usman has PSL hundreds to his name. What are you talking
Yeah,
about?
but I've seen those PSL hundreds. Nafe
Then
bats
what does
better.
Nafe have? TikTok reels, no look
No,
reels,
he
BPL 50s.
okay. We're not going over this as well. Uh, yeah, but like
There is no tangible proof that Nafe is better than Usman.
okay. How about this? If Nafe
Yes,
does play tomorrow and he does do well,
yes,
will you finally
yes.
accept that playing youth has its advantages?
What youth? He dropped a catch at square leg yesterday. A sitter against USA, yeah.
No, I'm saying, will you accept that playing youth in big spots is a good thing sometimes?
No. When is it ever?
And look at Manchester United's history; you could see it very obviously. Ah,
Okay,
gano.
this is when we officially end this episode of Over and Out because it is truly over and out. Thank you so much for your time, Mustafa, and let's hope we meet in such a jovial mood after India versus Pakistan as well. Good
Thank
night.
you.